I saw a new tool at work today. It can write a whole marketing plan in about 30 seconds. A good one. And all I could think was, what am I supposed to do now?
You're thinking about how to compete with it.
Of course, it's faster. It knows more facts than I ever will. It feels like competing with a calculator in a math test.
But that's the wrong mental picture. It's not a competitor. It's not even a calculator.
It looks like one. You give it a problem, it gives you an answer.
Most people see AI as an artificial brain, a thing that thinks. That view creates fear.
Because it might think better than us.
Exactly. But what if it doesn't think at all? What if it's just a pattern machine?
A pattern machine? What does that mean?
It's been shown millions of examples of marketing plans. It doesn't understand marketing. It understands the pattern of words that usually appear in a document called marketing plan.
So it's just copying, mixing and matching?
Not copying. It's predicting. It's making a very educated guess about the next word, and the next, and the next, based on all the patterns it has seen before.
That still sounds like thinking to me. When I write, I'm thinking of the next word.
You are, but you have intent. You have a feeling, an experience you want to create. The AI has only one goal: predict the next most probable word based on its data.
Okay, I see the difference. But it's a small difference if the result is the same, or even better.
That's the first turning point in how we see this. We believe AI is like a magical brain because the results can seem so intelligent.
Yes, it feels like magic.
And we believe this because we only see the final answer. We don't see the process. It feels like a student who gets a perfect grade without studying.
Right, we don't see the work.
But here's where that belief quietly fails. Because it's just predicting, it can't tell you if an idea is good, or true, or ethical. It can only tell you that it's probable. It can write a brilliant plan for a product that is impossible to build.
Because it doesn't understand the real world. It only understands the world of words it was trained on.
Precisely. So the new way to think is this. The AI is not a creator. It is a powerful assistant that can infer relationships and data that are invisible to us. If you show it 1,000 pictures of cats, it will infer the pattern of catness. It will learn what makes a cat, but it doesn't know what a cat is. It can't feel affection for one.
So when I ask it to write that marketing plan, it's not thinking about my business. It's inferring the structure and language of a marketing plan from its training.
Yes, it's a detective with 1,000,000 pieces of evidence, finding the most likely connections, but it needs a chief inspector, you, to tell it what the evidence actually means.
That makes sense, but it leads to the next problem. My unique skill is my creativity. I come up with original ideas, but now AI can generate ideas, write poems, create images. It feels like my creativity isn't special anymore.
That's the second common belief, that our value is in our ability to generate original ideas from a blank page.
It's what I've been told my whole career. Be innovative, think outside the box.
And for a long time, that was a key human advantage. We could connect different ideas in new ways. But this belief fails now because AI can generate more ideas in a minute than we can in a month. It has seen more connections than any human ever could.
So it is more creative.
It's more generative. It can produce more options. But that leads to the new way of thinking. Your value is shifting from idea generation to idea selection. Your taste, your judgment, your wisdom, that is the new core skill.
Meaning the AI gives me 10 ideas, and my job is to know which one is good?
And why it's good, and how to improve it, and whether it fits the company's values. Your job is not to replace the AI, but to augment its output with your experience. Think of a great chef. In the past, she had to chop every vegetable herself. Now she has a machine that can chop anything perfectly in seconds. Does that make her less of a chef?
No, because her real skill is not chopping. It's the recipe, the taste, the timing.
Exactly. The machine handles the repetitive part. The chef provides the vision. AI is your vegetable chopper. Use it to prepare the ingredients so you can focus on the final dish. You augment the raw material.
I like that image, but it creates a practical question. How do I become a good chef? How do I get the AI to give me the right ingredients? When I try to use it, my results are often average, generic.
And this is the final turning point. The belief that you need to write one perfect, detailed instruction to get a perfect result.
That's what I've been trying to do. I spend 10 minutes writing a very long, complex prompt.
And you do that because it feels like you're programming a computer. You think you only have one chance to get it right. But this fails because language is not code. Your first idea of what you want is rarely your best idea.
That's true. Often, I don't know exactly what I want until I start writing.
The new way to think, then, is that working with AI is not about giving instructions. It's about having a conversation. You don't write a prompt, you start a dialogue.
You mean I should give it a simple instruction first, see the result, and then correct it?
Yes, you provide a little bit of guidance, then you see what it produces, then you provide a little more. You iterate. You might say, give me 10 marketing slogans for a new coffee brand. Then you look at the list and say, number 3 is interesting. Let's explore that style more. Make it warmer and focused on busy professionals. You iterate until you arrive at something new, something you couldn't have imagined on your own.
So it's more like brainstorming with an assistant than giving an order to a machine.
A very fast, knowledgeable, but slightly confused assistant who needs clear guidance.
This all makes sense, Sarah. It really does. But if this is true, why do so many smart people I know still feel so threatened? Why am I seeing article after article about jobs being eliminated? This feels like a very positive story, but the reality feels a bit darker.
Because the transition is difficult, the tool is powerful, and it can be used without skill. Many people are using it to produce low-quality work faster. They are not using it to augment their skills, but to replace their effort.
And that floods the world with generic content.
Yes, and some jobs that are purely based on repetitive patterns will change, just as the vegetable chopper changed the role of a kitchen assistant, but the role of the chef becomes more important. Our new challenge isn't being replaced by AI, it's being replaced by people who know how to use AI well.
So the threat isn't the technology, it's the skill gap.
It always is. The conversation we are having is about building that skill. It's about becoming the chef, not the person who is amazed by the chopping machine.
So let me see if I can connect this. The whole system of working with AI is different from what I thought.
How would you describe it?
I need to see the AI as a pattern finder. My first job is to give it a clear area to look for patterns, to give it a good problem. I can't be ambiguous.
If your request is ambiguous, its prediction will be generic.
Right. And I shouldn't expect a perfect answer on the first try. I need to iterate, to have a conversation, and guide it. I give it a starting point and then a constraint.
Constraint is the perfect word. A good prompt is often just a series of well-chosen constraints. Don't say, write a marketing email. Say, write a marketing email. The tone is encouraging. The audience is freelance designers. The goal is to get them to try a new feature. The email should be under 150 words and have a clear call to action.
And through that process, the AI can infer the right pattern. And the final result isn't just the AI's work or my work. It's a collaboration. I use it to augment my own thinking.
And do you see the shift? Your mind has gone from competing against it to directing with it.
Yes, my job isn't to have all the answers anymore. It's to ask better questions.
And to know a good answer when you see one. That requires judgment, it requires taste. It requires all the things you have learned in your career.
So my experience isn't useless. It's actually more valuable. The AI has the data. I have the wisdom to use it.
That is the new skill.
It feels less like I'm about to be replaced by a machine, and more like I've just been handed the most powerful tool ever made.